I'm just going to dive into these living words because I don't need to keep giving monologue at the beginning and an intro statement to each one. The first word is think. Now, plus, here, identified, notion, kinetic. When you have something that you're thinking about, it's something that is plus, here, identified as a notion of kinetic. That's what think means. Now the word thing is a plus, here, identified, notion, generated, or grouped, because now it's here. A think is an active action. A thing is a generated or grouped, plus here identified notion. And can also mean nature, because it's basically like not here, but it's active as a unit. NATU as a reference expressed. So that's what thing and think are. Now move into the words this, that, and those. Most people can't simply explain the difference between these things, and I can explain the difference between all words and all things. The word this is plus here identified subject, right? This subject, this thing right here, plus here identified subject. That plus here active plus. So now it's not just a subject or the thing that you're speaking of, it's what is at that spot. So the difference between this and that, this is either the subject that you're pertaining to or the subject that you're addressing, and that is a plus here active plus. So that was something that has been done. This is something that is coming up in the future. But you can say, I'm going to do that, because then you use your words to express them in a past, present, or future tense. And that changes slightly what the letters mean just by giving them an ed or an ing or turning them in from act to actor to action to acting. Those kind of, just those simple changes are movements in time. Now the word those are plus here ongoing subjects expressing. See? Now instead of this, that, and those, you would say this specific thing plus here identified subject. That specific thing plus here active plus. And then those plus here ongoing subjects expressing. So now it becomes with an O, it's an ongoing. So it, at that point, becomes THO, not try or THR as in the letter or the word for the number 3. It's the plus here ongoing. It's actively expressing. And now it's a subject of expression. Putting those 5 letters into one word means those, as in not just this and not just that, but those. The next word, let's just understand what the word and means. Active notion to and from. So this and that are the active notion to and from, or dia. Now, the word want. Let's say if I want something. A want is a plural idea, the plural symbol W, active notion plus. Want. Now the word wand, to and from yourself, you're using a plural active notion dia, through which you can get something that over time, D times 5, the expression number, or E the expression letter, so 5 the expression number, and D the expression number is dia, or to or from, the thing that is in the for, or that causes things to be, the director. Now that is a wand, because it's not just something that you want, it's something that you are plural active notion dia. You're using a wand, something that you can work through, or that works through you. Now a want is a plus symbol because it's the idea of that wand that you would use Daya to create something magically. Now, want is a plural active notion plus. It's an active notion, and it's something that you want over time. Now, the word hand, here, active notion, or in nature, because like I said, it changes when it's past, present, plural, and if it's possessive, those kind of different kind of word pieces, and the way we subject ourselves and talk about adverbs and adjectives. Now, when we say hand, it's a here active notion or a here active nature. Daya, in which you're using to direct things. Give me a hand. I have hands because I hear active notion Daya through this. Give me a hand. Hand it over. I have hard working hands. Those kind of things are what they mean. The next word, try. Think of the word try. You always have something that you're going to try. You say plus reference vitally identified. Now, it's not just TRI as in TRI try as a symbol of 3. It's TR vitally identified. It's a V on top of that I. It's something that you're going to plus reference vitally identify or plus reference yoke yonder. You're going to try doing that vitally as an identified thing. Like, try it out. You don't just go, try. And people will be like, try what? Then you'd have to give them the subject that you expect them to try. So it's a plus reference vitally identified. Now I'm going to go into 5 different words, starting with a name, but we can also say that thing like Great Scott on Back to the Future. Scott means a subject, concept, ongoing, and then 2 T's is adding it together. 2 T's equals 40 in place. What is at the 4 plus the vitally identified thing, 40. So T plus T is 40, which means it's here in place. So the word Scott, think of how we have Scott tissues. You wipe a place with it, or blow your nose, or use it. Great Scott! Generated reference expressed at, or actively plus. Great Scott, going somewhere. Or, what's happening here? Now, the word scout, just to verify and clarify, subject, concept, or the unseen concept with C when you're scouting for something. So scout, subject, concept, ongoing, underlying, plus. So you're looking for something. It's a subject, concept, or unseen concept, ongoing, as a unit or an underlying, plus. Scout. Now the word scotch, subject, concept or unseen concept, ongoing, plus the concept here. That's why we have scotch tape. It's a subject, concept, ongoing, plus the concept here. It sticks it together. Or when someone drinks scotch, then it's the subject, unseen concept, ongoing, plus the concept here. It's because they want to drink it and feel something that they didn't feel before. Now, the word scoot, the subject, concept, ongoing upon itself, plus scoot that thing over, or scoot. See what I mean? A scooter is something that you, subject, concept, ongoing upon itself, plus expressed reference. You move yourself in it. You scoot in a scooter. The last one of those 5, scoop. Now, just like scoot, it's the subject, concept, ongoing upon itself, in place. Give me some of that thing. Give me a scoop of that. I'll have a nice scoop of subject, concept, ongoing upon itself, in place, or piece or potential. That's just depending on how you're using the word in its verbal tense. I've got 4 more words, and they don't go into anything deeper. They're a little bit bigger words. The word pedestrian. Now, in place, expressing, to or from or Daya, the expressed subject, plus the reference identified as notion. So you're in place, expressing dia, the expressed subject, plus the reference identified as that notion. You're the person that's moving, pedestrian. Now, pedestal, in place, or potential, or piece, expressed dia, to or from, expressed subject, plus active as it lie in a 3D world, or ling, or the as it lie, active base, the pedestal, place expressed, to or from, expressed subject, plus active as it lie, a pedestal. Put yourself on a pedestal. Stand on the pedestal. See? Now, 2 more words. Make. Manifest, active, kinetic expression. What do you do when you make something? You manifest it as an active, kinetic expression. So when you have a make or model of your car, when we say make in that way, it's the manifested, active, kinetic expression. When you want to make something, it means to manifest, active, kinetic expression. See how it depends on if you're talking about person, place, or thing, or if you're talking about a time idea. Last word for this video, smoke. Now, this should help you understand that even on subtle levels, this will explain so many things in a way that it didn't make sense before. Because now we just say, oh, smoke is the white or whatever color may burn from smoke that rises from something that's burning. Well, it's a subjected or subject manifested, ongoing, kinetically expressed. It's smoking because it's making something, but it's moke. It's ongoing. It's a subject, manifest, ongoing, kinetically expressed. See what I mean? So when you're going to smoke someone, you're subjecting that manifesting as an ongoing kinetic expression. When there is smoke, it's a subject manifested, ongoing, kinetically expressing. Do you see? And I repeated a lot of these a few times so that you would get the repetition, so that you could learn that I'm only telling you this stuff because I love you and I care about doing the right thing in this world, not dwelling on the negative. We can't continue to do that. We have to apply some of our time to fix it, but spend more of our time understanding who we are and not get too caught in just the loving and the bright. Because in order to fix this planet, there are other beings that are physically here, and we do need to interact with each other, because on some level, those people have commandeered their control and are controlling and harming others. And they need people who are conscious and have the courage to do what's right and fix this problem so that we can continue to have humanity, continue to have a place for human beings or Homo sapiens or whatever you refer to our specific body type and group of being is, independent of its color or race or background or heritage. The human body, the starfish-shaped, walking, talking plant animal, if we want us to continue to be alive on this world, we need to actually care enough to learn the truth and then help teach it and speak it and live it and act it into existence. That's the end of this video. God bless.